I would like to welcome the first speaker, who is the RI Rep. Michael Colasurdo, to first make his presentation on the state of Rotary worldwide. Please let us welcome the RI Rep.
I'm moving slower this morning after last night. Speaking of last night, it was like a vision, like Back to the Future, and we dream of having young people, more women. And last night, I saw the future of Rotary. It was amazing. I was the oldest person there. So we have all the young people in our Rotaractors, and they are certainly the future of Rotary. And it was something I've never seen. I have gone for the past 20 years doing various assignments and president's representations. And this was the first conference ever to be shared with Rotaract. I'm going home and I'm going to borrow Rotaract from wherever it exists in other districts, because unfortunately in my district we have many Interact clubs. So maybe we should just bring them to our conference and liven it up. But Governor Roger Varsha, excellent. It was wonderful. Today, I don't want to give you a speech. I just want to have a conversation. And I want to commend our district staff persons, Rebecca and Marnie, who've done a spectacular job throughout the week. I had the honor of sitting with them because everything that Rebecca and Marnie, of course, covered yesterday is truly the state of Rotary in the world today. I mean, they truly updated you on all the stats and all of the good plans that are in place and what Rotary is doing throughout the world to promote membership, to promote our public image, and of course to promote foundation. And in terms of foundation, at PETS and here, I've seen spectacular presentations. And Hervé did a great job in showing us not only what we give, but what we get back. The greatest investment ever, and the SHARE program is just better and better each year. Can I have the PowerPoint? Anybody there? The slides? No? Okay. Well, we'll work without it. You have to be flexible. In terms of finance, okay, I've sat on the Finance Committee. I'm now sitting on the Audit Committee. And as of March 31st, in terms of Rotary International, our revenues, dues revenues, are in line with our budget. And speaking of dues revenue, it is the driver for Rotary International in terms of a stream of income. And so it is very much affected by the amount of Rotarians we have. So if you realize that we've had 1.2 million Rotarians, let's say for 15 or 20 years on average, the stream of income for that income center hasn't changed much. So it has caused us to have to raise dues. And so every council and legislation, we seem to be asking for dues. But it's very reasonable, because if you know in the world, and you know here in 7030, that many of our clubs are shrinking, that districts are shrinking, and districts are being redistricted, and we are rezoning. And it all has to do with the population of Rotarians, yet the clubs are growing. Here we have 35,000 clubs, where maybe years back we had 28, 29, 30, 32. So as clubs shrink below 20 and I'm not being negative on this. They do great things, okay, great projects. But financially speaking, it challenges the budgeting process. And so I'm glad to see that we received an income dues increase, and that the dues revenue as of March 31 is on target. In terms of preliminary investment figures, now Rotary makes great investments. We have a great investment committee. We do not risk our investments to polio. Polio investments are in treasuries, that sort of thing, safer instruments. But our investment returns is part of our income to RI. And in terms of budget, which it's up, I'm sorry. Thank you. So can you see that from back there? Maybe, maybe not. If you look at that graph of investment returns, you see the lower bar, the dotted bar, that's prior year, that's last year. And then that looks like orange is the budget. And that blue line, you'll see how that is up quite a bit. So we're up about $4 million just on investment returns, which is a good thing because if you look in prior years, we were below budget. We figure investment return on an average of maybe 15 years. So if in 15 years we figure 4% to 5%, whatever that is, that's what we project going forward. So it's good. Our investment returns are $4 million plus. Our dues have been collected. Our other services are fine. And so RI is looking good. In terms of foundation, do we have that? Oh, there it is. In terms of foundation, one second. Okay. In terms of foundation, our estimated gain for March was $7 million. And through March 31st, it's $43 million positive. And that is a good thing, great thing. Our program awards are under budget by $10 million due to timing and spending for global grants and district grants. And so overall, RI and our Rotary Foundation is well managed. Matter of fact, I think the finance department of RI is tremendous. Our Chief Financial Officer, Lori Carlson, and her staff are doing a wonderful job. And speaking of staff, I just commended our two young ladies here, and everywhere I go, sometimes you'll hear people saying, well, the staff this, the staff that. I've never, ever encountered any staff person in Rotary International that is not professional, that is not very, very interested in the betterment of our organization. So God bless the staff at Rotary International for all they do for Rotary. Now, in terms of how does everything else look? Well, you can tell me what's the greatest challenge. Go to any PETS, ask any president, and ask them, what is the most challenging thing for you this coming year? Write it on an index card. Collect the cards. And what will you see on that card? I can't hear you. What? Oh, Rebecca, please help me. What will they see? Membership. Well, I'm not going to be long. I'm going to be short because the longer I go, it could be bad. Here's the situation. And, okay, calm down. We have had 1.2 million Rotarians as long as I can remember. I don't have any hatchet. I'm not blaming anyone. Why? Because we have the means. We have the ways and means to accomplish membership growth. It is under our noses. It is in our clubs, and the club presidents could be up here telling us and telling our leaders what the problem is. As I see it, in my humble opinion, everything to me is at the club level. Everything to me is an individual Rotarian. I never talk about Rotary clubs or Rotary International or Rotary in Everson. I talk about Rotarians. When you ask me to join your club and you tell me everything, a litany of what I need to do in order to stay in your club, you teach me all the things I cannot do. And so I don't have the time, and I leave. Now, Rebecca pointed out yesterday, those numbers tell the truth. When you have, I could be wrong, I'm guessing 153,000 we lost. I mean, came in, whatever, but the point is that in that graph, 150,000 come in, 150,000 go out. We have a loss, a difference of a 10,000, 50,000, whatever that is. It's like, I want all of you out. Leave. We need the chairs. We only have enough chairs for a certain amount of people. So therefore, whomever's coming into Rotary, we have to get the others out to make room. It's crazy. And so we're not going anywhere unless the club chair is doing the job. The governor can do so much. The trainer can do so much. The president is only there for a year. The AG is like a one-armed paper hanger. The AG's got everything going. He's got she has all kinds of stuff to relate to the club. But if we had a club chair for membership, and you do, I think like nearly half your district has club chairs. But I want to see them connected to the membership chair of the district. Just think about it. We can only manage 5 people. If the governor would appoint a membership chair and think that that's it, he's great, she's going to do a great job. She's as good as the club membership chairs, because you need a network down to the club. The fact that RI does such a good job in foundation is because in many districts they have foundation chairs in the bushes, in the weeds, beating the drums, making it happen. And if I'm in my club, I'm influential. And so they may listen to me before they listen to the AG or the governor or the president of Rotary International. And it's my club. In my store, I have customers. I distinguish between satisfied customers and loyal customers. A satisfied customer will come to you when convenient. A loyal customer, you should try my lawyer. You should go to my doctor. You should go to my accountant. It's ownership. It's my club, and I want it to grow. Find that person in that club and allow that person, empower that person, validate that person. Put his or her name in the directory. On every page of your directory, have your club, president, president-elect, and the club leadership plan. You ever hear the club leadership plan? We have that. RI came up with it after the district leadership plan. Yes, there's 5 areas. Do you know them? Administration, service projects, membership, foundation, and public image. And that's my feeling, and I know nobody wants to hear me anymore. They're tired. But think about it. 7030. Think how strong you are. Think what you do, what you accomplish. Why is it that membership is such a challenge for us? Because if you invite me into your club, you are asking me to fulfill your expectations. It's the wrong question. The question is, what do you expect from Rotary? Why are you here? Why would you stay? Under what conditions would you stay? They are our customers. They are our clients. They're the most important people in our organization. And we have to allow them to run the club. We cannot say, well, you got to wait your turn. We are leaders. We are professional business leaders. Look at the road actors. Look at the enthusiasm that we have. I'm not saying we're not enthusiastic. What I am saying is never ask someone to join a club unless you're ready to allow them to lead, because that's what they want. They want to work. They want to lead. And I don't know, maybe I'm being simplistic, and I apologize if I am, but I've spent 33 years trying to figure it out. If there's one thing that sticks in my craw is, why is it that our clubs are shrinking, our districts are shrinking, and we had this conversation, but it's really the club. We cannot do it unless the club chair is there. And that means public image chair, service projects chair, foundation chair. Could you, I see Rotary exploding. If they would only use the plan that already exists, the club leadership plan. I talk too much. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you to our RI Rep, Michael Colasurdo. I'm sure that if all members of clubs here implement some of the advice that he just gave about membership, that the District 7030 membership will raise in the next year. So I implore all of you to take this advice and to synergize your membership chairs with the district membership chairs and allow them to speak and exchange ideas so that we can all build District 7030.